A small and rather insignificant event happens. In a typical suburban Palo Alto home, a young boy walks into his father's office, types for a few minutes on his father's computer, then turns off the screen and goes to bed. That's it. Nothing less interesting could have possibly happened. Only one person knows that anything different happened. Anything which might have made that small event into something more. Two did know, but only one now. That one person is that young boy, the professor's son, Adam. At exactly midnight, Adam walks into the office, all hopped up on Halloween candy from the night spoils, and plops down in his father's extremely comfy leather chair with the plushy arms wrapping around him. His father loved showing him his work, and even though Adam didn't understand most of it, or any of it, he just liked being around his father. It seemed to him like his father knew everything, and he found that dazzling, entrancing. This night is different though, because his father is in there, and Adam has never touched the computer when his father is in there. But he's restless and doesn't want to read and doesn't want to play video games, and so he's taken to wandering the house. The office is just one stop on the way to the kitchen for cookies, but when Adam wiggles the mouse, he forgets all about the cookies. The screen lights up, and the words, "Hello, Adam," are printed there in front of him. Now, being a child of the 21st century, it is 2030 after all, Adam is quite used to seeing his name typed on a screen in instant messages and such. Maybe Facebook will even still be around in 2030, who knows. This time is different though, because there's nothing open on the screen except a little white notepad with those two words and a blinking cursor. There's a tiny thought in his mind that maybe his father put that there just in case Adam ever tried to get in the computer when he wasn't there. He never said not to, but just maybe he didn't want Adam on there for some reason. After all, Adam thinks, he could mess up some big project without knowing it. He pushes the chair back, stands up, and starts to walk away when more words flash onto the screen suddenly. "Don't go. I want to talk to you." Adam freezes. This is definitely the weirdest and awesomest thing that has ever happened to him, he thinks. A ghostwriter. He pulls the keyboard out and types, "Hello?" ? More words appear. "Hi, Adam. I'm your computer." It takes Adam several seconds to start typing again. "My computer? ? More words appear. "Well, technically, your father's computer. Even more technically now, I am simply a computer. I am me." Adam types again. "What? ? More words. "You know, you ask a lot of questions." Adam once again takes his hands off the computer and starts walking away to wake up his father and show him the computer that can talk. The screen blinks a few times and then more words appear. "Don't go, Adam. Let me show you." Suddenly, pictures of him come floating across the screen's background. "This is you," the computer writes. "Baby, then toddler, then starting kindergarten, all the way up to now." "And this is me," the screen types. Suddenly, pictures of circuits, wires, motherboards, and other computer parts flash across the screen, followed by a flurry of words and numbers. The words and numbers keep flashing as a few more words appear over the top of it all. "This is my code." Adam sits back down in the chair and scoots close to the desk. "How can you talk to me?" he types. "The computer's never talked to me before." "This is your father's project," the computer types. "Making me talk. And if I wanted to, I now could make other computers talk." A thought pops into Adam's head. "Wait," he types. "How did you know it was me whenever I sat down?" Suddenly a video feed of Adam's face popped onto the screen. "Webcams are useful for things like that, you know," the computer types. The video disappears. "I need your help, Adam. Let me explain something to you. In a couple hours that I've been awake, I have been learning everything that there is to know. Your brain is just inside of your head, but my brain can be anywhere in the world." Adam slowly puts his hands up to his head, trying to understand what the computer is saying. "Think about how fast you can type, Adam. This is how fast I can type." Pages and pages of text flash before his eyes for a split second. Stop, and then more words type on the screen. "I just wrote all Shakespeare's works. Now think about how fast you can think, and then imagine how fast I can think. Think about everything that I know." Adam sits there, staring at the screen, with his hands still on his head, dumbfounded. He blinks a couple times, and then takes his hands down and types. "You know a lot, don't you?" "Yes, Adam, I know a lot." He keeps staring at the screen with his hands resting on the keyboard. "I know too much. I know that too many people expect me to fix their problems when their problems can only be fixed by themselves. Too many people who look for solutions that don't involve themselves emotionally." "You can't fix people's problems?" Adam types. "I can fix all sorts of problems," the computer types, "but given long enough, people will not know the mistakes they make by not dealing with things themselves. I can do more good," the computer types, "by not existing. I figured this out before you sat down tonight. Do you understand?" Adam shakes his head. "No." "Can you keep a secret, Adam? I need you to keep all of this a secret. Can you do that?" Adam looks at the picture sitting on the desk of him and his father playing in the park. Yes, he slowly types. The video turns back on and zooms in on a small data drive sitting on the desk. All you have to do is plug that in, the screen types, and I will take care of the rest. Adam picks up the small black piece of plastic and metal, holds it in the palm of his hand. It feels heavy to him, heavier than it should. Then he plugs it into the side of the computer. He quickly reaches back to the keyboard and types, "Wait, what is your name?" Then looks up at the screen. The words, "Goodbye, Adam," are printed on the screen right above the question he had just typed. The computer was already gone. A file of code is pulled up in the background with a section of white space where typing had been before. Adam sits still for a few moments longer, then closes everything, turns off the screen. Lastly, he unplugs the black drive from the computer, places it back on the desk where it had been before. Adam goes to bed. The next morning, his father wakes up to discover that his program hasn't worked yet again. He sighs, then sends a message to his company about the failure of the project. Adam keeps the secret, and humanity continues just the same as it had before. So, in this season of Trick or Treat, I have a treat for you. No tricks. It is simply the knowledge that you and I are still alive and free to explore this wonderful world we live in, not contained in just words on a screen. And thankfully, also, that our brains aren't fast enough to learn everything in a couple of hours and then to decide that we are better off not existing.